Do my voice.
I think we are live, but let's see. This is going to be great if we see ourselves, waiting to see ourselves, and I think we are.
We are live.
I think we are live, but let's see. All right. So we are live here at IlluminArt Productions presentation of The Chorus Line. Not to be confused with A Chorus Line, another similar sounding show. This is our parody on that very famous musical, starring our resident senior boomers ensemble here at IlluminArt. I am Keith Gregory Taylor, and this is...
I am Justin Giacchetti. We have been working with these amazing seniors for the last 20 or so weeks, crafting an amazing musical parody with all original songs. For the most part, we have one little taste of a traditional song in there. We also have some really amazing caricatures, some really great parodies of some classics or even some characters that you may know, all kind of thrown together, auditioning for a brand new musical, The Chorus Line. Real quick before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to all of our amazing seniors who worked on this project: Joel Brooks, Sheila Brooks, Angela Caputo, Judith Fonte, Joyce Gordon, Lloyd Lerner, Aaron Richmond, Andrea Simon, Ellen Simonetti, Darlene Smith, Mona Valor, Barbara Wade, and Lenore Kelly.
That's a big cast. And of course, a very special thank you and shout out to our lovely executive director, Arlene Sorkin, and our artistic director, Ariel Marcus, for really always being there to lend a helping hand and sort of being our predecessor to this.
Amen. And a big thank you to JCC for without you, we wouldn't be able to work with these amazing seniors on this project.
What do you think? Are we ready to go?
Let's build the suspense for one.
Okay. AKA, we're having technical difficulties, as we suspected. So a little more about us. IlluminArt Productions also has an upcoming YouTube event called Rewriting the Story, Perceptions of Love, next Wednesday at 1 p.m. And that is an original production from our touring company, focusing on the issues surrounding domestic and partner abuse. And that's a partnership with Dove. And we're very excited to share that with you. We've collected a lot of stories that are very personal to some people, and they're going to be produced and put together as an original piece to express all the issues that come around those topics. Also, to any of our seniors who are trying to get on the Zoom waiting room, do not. This is not where to watch the show. Go to YouTube.
The official link is now on our Facebook page as well. So if anybody may need it, please let me know. But you can also check it out on our Facebook page. So with that being said, shall we get started?
Perfect.
I'm so excited, everybody. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy The Chorus Line.
Thanks, Derek. Tonight I stand here on this line, a chorus line, the musical that is. After a year and a half of musical theater being halted in our community, two brave souls have said, not only shall we do a musical, not only shall we parody one of the most recognizable musicals to date, but we shall do it with senior citizens. Yes, the dance-heavy classic has been reimagined as The Chorus Line and shall now feature some of the island's best and brightest seniors. Auditions are being held this weekend at the JCC, and don't worry, you don't have to be kosher to audition. They ask, however, that everyone who comes, like the show in question, shares a bit of themselves for, at the end of the day, what is an ensemble? but a blending of unique personalities moving in utter harmony. For arts and culture, this is Angelina Tortellini. And back to you at Desk Derek with that latest story on those rampaging monkeys. And to all the senior boomers out there, break legs.
Hey, ladies, you know that show Chorus Line? The community center is running auditions this weekend.
They are? Oh, I'd love to audition. I used to be a top dancer back in Minnesota.
I don't think you can audition, Rosie. They're looking for dancers 18 to 40. You may not be young enough looking.
That's age discrimination.
Oh, poor Rosie. Unlike you, I would never have a problem trying to look younger. I already look 20 years younger than I am.
Maybe you ought to wear your glasses when you look in the mirror.
Have you ladies ever heard of Plexiderm? That would get rid of all my wrinkles.
Then you better get a case of it.
I can also get a bra that will push up my cleavage. They also have a special panty that will raise everything up so I'll have the booty of an 18-year-old.
You can order one that gives you the booty of an 8-year-old. You should order one for your brain.
Ma, that's mean.
I think it will make you look beautiful, Rosie.
I see, I have to take over this operation.
Why should it be you that's the one to take over? Why does it always have to be you?
Well, Pussycat, I'm better than you are at these things. Maybe I actually better than you than a whole lot of things.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can make spaghetti anytime I'm ready.
I can go dress shopping without stopping.
I can do most anything.
Can you get a guy?
No,
Neither can I.
I am your mother. You are my daughter.
That means that I'm exactly like you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
I guess it's true.
Yes, it's true. Very true.
We can do anything. So, what do you all broad big shots think you're going to do?
Well, I was going to do a sing and dance, but since you ladies say I'm too old, I don't even think they'll let me audition for the part.
I think I can help you out, honey. If the director is cute, maybe I can do a little negotiating on your behalf.
What do you mean?
Belle, do you seriously think these directors are going to interest an old lady like you?
I am stunned that you would say that to me. Why, I can charm the fuzz off the peach.
Believe me, you're not of their type.
Ma!
I don't need to practice. I'm perfect at doing the horizontal mambo. Those directors won't know what hit them. Gentlemen.
Okay, what's your audition number?
Oh, I'm not here to audition. I don't do stage performances. My talents lie elsewhere.
Yeah, in the bedroom.
Then how can we help you?
My friend is here to audition. She is a very talented tap dancer. However, she is over 40.
Way over 40.
If you let her audition, you'll see what a great dancer she is. She's a little too shy to ask you herself, so I am interceding on her behalf. Maybe we can work out an arrangement.
And what kind of arrangement would that be?
The minute I walked in the joint, I could tell you were a man of great talent, a real director, good looking and oh so fine. Won't you let my friend audition just this one time? Well, let me get right to the point. I could make it worth your while if you agree. Hey, director, why don't we go backstage and see?
Oh, that won't be necessary, madam. Ma'am. That ad in the paper was a misprint. We're auditioning everyone who shows up. No age limit.
Ma'am, I'll forgive you for calling me ma'am because you're both so adorable. That's too bad. It's your loss. Rosie, come on. I got you that audition that you wanted.
Oh, thank you. Today I'll be auditioning my version of New York, New York.
Ah, New York, New York. Ah, I love that song, and I love the Eliza version.
Always with Eliza.
Oh, no. I'd like to do the Frank Sinatra version.
Of course. You know, big difference.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Whenever you're ready.
Start spreading the news. I'm moving today. I wanna be a part of it. Seniors, New York. These orthopedic shoes are going to stray right through the very heart of it. Seniors, New York. I wanna wake up in a retired village that never sleeps, and I've been over the hill, but on top of the peak. These old people blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it. I'm young at heart. If I can do it there, I'm thinking anywhere. It's up to you, seniors, New York.
Well, look who finally decided to walk in. Okay, good morning, boys and girls. You're all here in order to audition for what we hope to be a hit parody, the show that turned Broadway around, A Chorus Line. Now, we are deciding to title our show The Chorus Line because we hope that it'll be the show of the year. Number 7, yeah, you. Why are you smiling?
Oh, I was just thinking about something.
Well, for your information, number 7, there's absolutely nothing funny about this. This isn't some Zoom production or something to be earmarked to be performed on a Thursday night after some chicken dinner at a local JCC. No. My partner and I, we want to take this eventually to Broadway.
Sir, I wasn't making fun of your show. I was smiling because I was thinking about my boyfriend. Well, my ex-boyfriend.
Oh, he must be a very funny man.
Oh, anything but. I threw him out this morning after 15 years.
No, go on.
Well, for most of the 15 years, he treated me like crap. Never really had a nice thing to say, never took me anywhere, also had a big roving eye. No, make that 2 roving eyes. I just decided I had had enough and told him to leave. You know, it's crazy, but I actually think I still love him. How is it possible to love somebody who hurts you so much?
Oh, believe me, honey, it is possible. So, what happened this morning?
I had just cooked us a nice big breakfast, to which he commented, "You're about as bad at breakfast as you are in bed." To which I replied, "Kiss my tush goodbye, and be gone by tomorrow. I'm doing what I have to do. The best thing I've done yet, and with no regret. Kiss my tush goodbye. Look, my eyes are dry. You squeezed out all the sorrow. It's as if I always knew. One day we'd be through, I'd be rid of you. Kiss my tush goodbye. Gone. At last you will be gone. But I'll carry on and try not to remember. Kiss my tush goodbye. Get the hell out by tomorrow. Wish me luck, but none for you. Pack my stuff, I've had enough. No more time to hem and haw. That damn breakfast was the very last straw. See myself out the frickin' door. Kiss my tush goodbye. Kiss my tush goodbye. Kiss my tush
Thank you, number 7. Don't forget, Doreen, we're not just casting for chorus members. We are also looking to cast our lead role, so stay on your toes.
Number 11. Can I ask you something?
Oh, he speaks. Coffee finally kick in?
Number 11. Why do you look so familiar to me? You look like someone who walked out of my life a long time ago, and I know they wouldn't have the nerve to show up in my audition room.
Oh my God! It's Grandma Gertie.
In the wrinkled flesh.
How are you? We haven't seen you in like years.
I'm holding my own, Davy. Been busy riding the audition trail like everybody else here. I know that's no excuse. I know I have very little excuses. All I can say is about a year after Grandpa Bert died, I started dating another man. The whole family was up in arms. What are you doing? It's too early. You'll never find another Bert. First of all, I wasn't looking for another Bert. The guy I did find, my Larry. We got married, moved to Arizona, and spent many wonderful years together. I can't say I didn't miss my children and grandchildren terribly.
He says that you could have at least written or called.
His parents wouldn't take my calls, and I did write. But they were so angry, they probably got rid of all the letters I sent. Eventually, I just gave up.
What am I? Your carrier pigeon? You got a message. Sleep. Say it.
Grandma, I really missed you.
I missed you too, Stevie. I'm so sorry it turned out the way it did.
Me too, Grandma.
I actually have a song just for you. These are ideas and memories that flow from the fuzz of our dream, to find the word to create the fluid rhythm of the color of your mind. School bags on his shoulder, he leaves for the very first time. In early morning hours with "Don't worry, I'll be fine," I watch with sadness and love combine. And I have to sit down for a while. I love when we share the laughter of the special moments that we find. This funny little grandson of mine, slipping through my fingers all the time. What happened to all the special places we had planned to go? I just don't know, slipping through my fingers as time goes by. Do I really see what the years might bring? His dreams, ambitions, wants, and things. Each time I think I'm close to knowing, he keeps on growing, slipping through my fingers as time goes by. The vibration of the harmonic sound, the words you form with both feet planted firmly on the ground. Back on his shoulder, he leaves in the morning hours, waving goodbye, Grandma, I'll be fine. Grandma, I'll see you for the holidays, don't cry. Slipping through my fingers, all the time goes by. Backpack on his shoulder, he leaves in the morning hours, waving goodbye, Grandma, I'll be fine. Our shoulders, he leaves in the morning hours, Grandma, I'll be fine.
How touching. Well, if you need to take a moment, by all means, I'll just hold down the fort. It's okay. Next! Number 14. Looking at you. Yeah. Do you have any professional dance experience, Miss,
Reba Maureen?
A little louder, please.
Reba Maureen?
This is a theater, darling. We need to project.
Reba Maureen! That's the stage name I rehearsed in the mirror this morning.
Wonderful. May I ask what brings you to the theater today?
After being stuck at home during the pandemic, I really wanted to push myself out of my comfort zone. I missed performing. So when I saw your show on the evening news, I knew I had to audition. It took me 2 hours to get out the front door. Every time I took a step out, it was like dipping my toe into the pool. I'd run back inside and say, 5 more minutes and maybe I'll be ready.
Why so nervous? What exactly is preventing the star from blossoming?
Well, I always loved dancing from the time I was 4 years old, and I was really, really good at it and continued getting even better well into my teens. When I was 17, my twin sister Colleen and I landed the lead role in the Ballet Giselle for a local, well-renowned dance company, IlluminArt's. You've probably heard of them. Unfortunately, as Colleen did an arabesque into a toe turn, she fell to the stage and hit her head. It was fatal and oh so tragic. I haven't been on a stage since. I've just been so scared. The past year or so, I've had a lot of time to reflect. And when I saw the audition notice, I knew it was time to face my fears and pay tribute to my sister. And to help me with my song and dance, I brought 2 friends who were so very close to my sister and I. Here are the Rat Pack.
Oh, wait, literally.
I know. But these stuffed animal toy rats were given to my sister and I when we were little girls. I've kept them with me all these years. It may seem silly to you, but I believe they are part of the reason I have the courage to audition today.
Oh, that's very sweet. Go ahead and show us your song, Reba.
Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Rosanna. We want to be senior stars, right? Our original song, Working From Home, A Technical Tale, is dedicated to all those people working at home on their computers. Working from home, here all alone, on my computer, what do I see? My remote desktop from A to Z. My boss calls me, what do I do? Get back to work, 'cause I'm stuck like glue. Must write some memos, then finish that report. Can't meet with people, must stay in my cohort. Technical challenges always are here. Time to call the help desk, have no fear. System low on memory, need to reboot. Sitting by my laptop, starting to take root. Is there enough bandwidth? Will the Wi-Fi hold? Can't forget my password, the story must be told. Tapping on my keyboard, zooming into life. Never thought my career would be characterized by strife. The screen is not tracking, need a battery for my mouse. It's really freaky, working in my house. Pouring for the printer, give it a spin. More paper needed, just can't win. Let's check the email, it opens without fail. Working from home, but it feels like jail. Thanks, girls. I'm so glad you're not computers.
Well, that sounded moving.
Next! 10 hut!
Sir, what are you doing here?
At ease, gentlemen. Just checking in on the show I've invested a lot of money into.
Well, auditions are going well.
Yeah.
Are they really? I'll be the judge of that.
We actually have some great candidates for our dancers, and we haven't necessarily found our lead yet, but...
Why was the woman attracted to the stockbroker? He was well endowed. Get it? Dowed.
Sir, what are you doing?
I'm auditioning as a comedian. I'd tell you a coronavirus joke, but you would have to wait 7 to 10 days to see if you get it.
Wait, you're auditioning?
I pay for the show. Why can't I be in it?
Well, for starters, there's no comedians in a chorus line, and honestly, I didn't really...
Well, of course you can be in it. I mean, we would be so honored to have the man who signed our checks in this play. Right, Steve?
Sure. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, do you have any more jokes?
My senior friend is so tired of being alone in quarantine, sometimes she goes out and knocks on her own door. Then she runs inside and yells, "Who's there?"
Oh, that was so funny. Wasn't that a joke coming from the guy who's paying for our musical? Funny, Steve?
Hysterical. Honestly, sir, I just didn't expect a guy like you to audition. I didn't think that you would like...
To love theater? The arts are how I survived back in Korea. They would bring comedians and touring productions and musicians to entertain us while we were off duty. It gave us a sense of normalcy again, a sense of community. Watching the arts was a reminder of some of the things waiting for us back home. Music to me became the language of my life. When I was young, it was all blue skies shining on me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Then the song changed, not for the better. I entered the army. Oh, how I hated to get up at 3 in the morning. Oh, how it was so freezing cold. Breakfast was a mess in the mess, and calisthenics at 4 in the morning. Oh, how I hated the sergeants, officers, and captains. Oh, how I hated to throw grenades. I would pull the pin and have it in the direction I do not know, all in the morning. Oh, how I hated to climb those telephone poles. Lucky me, I fell from 40 feet. That's true. If I ever see my sergeant again, I'll surely kill him there and then and serve my time in the pen, all in the morning. Then I became captain and learned how to become a leader. Now here I am years later and a sponsor to your show.
It was so beautiful.
All right, boys, thanks for letting me audition, but I've had my fun. I'll let you get back to it. But one more joke for the road. Why did the chicken cross the road? Huh? Huh? Nah, because the chicken next to it didn't know how to socially distance properly.
Let's take 5.
Much needed.
So, Lloyd, what do you think of the audition so far?
Steve, I gotta tell you, I wouldn't look twice at half of these acts, let alone cast them.
Oh, well, that's a little harsh.
Yeah, well, I've been in the industry for years, and I think I know real talent when I see it at this point.
Oh.
That's right. I remember you mentioned you were in a barbershop quartet or something, right?
Yeah, but not to mention a band for 25 years. We played all over. We did weddings, Jewish, Irish, Italian, and bar mitzvahs to boot. Did I ever tell you the story of playing a famous baseball player's wedding? It was at the Fox Hollow Country Club in Long Island, Syosset. Do you remember there was a ball player for the Chicago Cubs, a first baseman by the name of Bill Buckner? He became infamous. Why? Because he let a ball go through his legs, and they were about to win the game. The Mets went on to win, and they went on to win the World Series. And he got cast in a Seinfeld episode. Well, he couldn't have been nicer to the band. But I can tell you this, one of his ushers, who later became the manager of the New York Mets, really was falling down drunk. Another good story, I played as part of a 13-piece orchestra at West Point for their football homecoming weekend. And there were 500 cadets in their dress blues and 500 of their girlfriends who were allowed to be flown in from all over the country, and they were wearing full gowns. And would you believe it? They were all blondes. I had never seen so many blondes in my life. Gorgeous. But I had to behave myself because my future wife was with me. It was hilarious. But I have lots of stories.
How'd you get your start anyway?
Well, I've always loved music. Not just the music itself, but the history of it. I never planned to make a career out of it, though. Then one day, I was reading the Staten Island Advance, and saw a barbershop ad that they were looking for a male singer. I said to myself, what the hell? So I went down, auditioned, and would you believe it? They hired me on the spot. Initially, I became known as the reluctant tenor because there weren't that many guys who could hit the higher notes. I mean, I was no Barry Gibb, but I could fake it. I can't sing falsetto anymore, though.
Who's Barry Gibb? Have we seen him today?
Anyway, I haven't stopped singing or playing since. These days, I spend most of my time with the grandkids, but I'll never lose my love of music. I even teach music nostalgia class at the JCC. Do you mind taking a trip down memory lane with me?
Take us away, Lloyd.
Once upon a time I led a different life. Wasn't the same old sad and sorry man. I was happy and gay. Well, definition number 1 of gay, not definition number 2. I was happy and gay most every day, devoid of strife by anybody's measure. Life was grand. That was then, this is now. Oy vey's me, how did it ever come to this? This is now, that was then. Oy gewalt, when did life take such a lousy twist? Once I was a sideman in a weekend band. Tickle those ivories should have heard me croon. Wore a tux, wore an afro, quite the cool young man. All the young ladies and a few of their aunts, and maybe 1 or 2 uncles, made them see that moon river wider than a mile. I'm crossing you in style someday. That was then, this is now. Oy vey's me, how did it ever come to this? This is now, that was then. Oy gewalt, when did life take such a lousy twist? I go on auditions, give my heart, give all my heart, but all my renditions seem to fall apart. I need to recapture that spot. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. The years passed by, the alphabet got in the way. CDs, DVDs, DJs ruled the land. No longer was I this cool young guy, no weekend band. That's the way things stand until today. Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila, Hava, Nagila Veyismechoy. Ah, you had to be there. Wait, you were there, weren't you? That was then, this is now. Oy vey's me, how did it ever come to this? This is now, that was then. Oy gewalt, when did life take such a lousy twist? I thank you for listening, all and one. Sei gesund. I'm done.
Yes, Lloyd. Very good.
On that note, let's move on to the next audition.
Yes.
Number 1.
Yeah.
You're gorgeous, but how old are you?
What? You want to date me? None of your damn business.
Sorry, just wanted to make sure you could handle the rigors of a full-blown stage production.
You want rigor, Schultze? I'll show you rigor. How's that for rigor? And you know what? There's even more rigor in here. Ah, you directors are all alike. Rigor. You're behind the times. We don't dress like that anymore. Just because we're seniors, it doesn't mean we can't keep up with the changes being made by modern women. We may have lost some of our eyesight, but we can see that you're trying to make fools out of us. We may have lost our hearing, but that's okay. You haven't said anything nice to us in a long time. We may have lost some memories, but we haven't lost our minds. We are, and always were, more capable than you ever gave us credit for. We are the women of the future. We have changed and we have grown. So world, let it be known. We're coming in, we're coming in. As you have seen, we have done our part. Now it's time for us to start. We're gonna win, we're gonna win. It's our time to cross the bridge, to move into the future with all the strength that we can muster. Bring it on, bring it on. Just as we gave birth to what has had worth, it will be no mystery. We can change history. A new world will be born. A new world will be born. And this shall release all fear. Because peace, prosperity, and plenty at the very least will soon be here. Will soon be here. Will soon be here. So let's get together and help one another. Right now, right now.
Well, I need a break after all that rigor. Yeah.
Who's next? Joel?
That's Joel.
That's what I said, isn't it?
No, you said Joel, and it's pronounced Joel. Je. It's slightly French. In any event, bonjour, monsieur le directeur. Happy to be in your esteemed presence.
All right. You don't have to lay it on so thick, Joel. So, do you have any acting experience?
Do I have any acting experience? I'm shocked you don't recognize me from my recent starring turn in the groundbreaking virtual production of The Last Day at Work, or as the titularly in You're the Jury, the People versus Max Cooper.
Not familiar.
Well, recent work aside, I've been acting for over 60 years, my boy, debuting when I was just 10 years old in PS 226's production of Pocahontas. I don't need to tell you the part I played.
Oh my God, is that Joel? Hi!
Gotta be kidding me.
Ah, fan, I see.
A fanatic indeed. I've been a fan of yours ever since the legendary senior moments all those years ago.
Ah, yes. My return to the stage after a decades-long, shall we call it, hiatus?
Well, you were phenomenal. And that actor who played the waiter, oh, such talent.
Oh, yes, the waiter. Wait, what waiter? There was a waiter in that show? In case you haven't noticed, gentlemen, I am in Ralph Lauren.
Oh, I knew it! And may I say, my dear Joelle, you're wearing it very well.
All right, can we just move on?
Anyway, I thought you were retiring from theater during this pandemic. What changed your mind?
Well, when I was stuck in that nasty COVID tunnel along with the rest of the world, things were starting to look pretty bleak. And Joelle, the performer, just ceased to exist. But then, when we began crawling out, I said to myself, why am I crawling? Joelle doesn't crawl. Joelle walks. Joelle sings. Joelle dances. Joelle acts.
All right.
We get the picture, Joelle.
Me. I discovered me. Good times and bad times, happy and sad times, but dear, I'm still here. College days, just a haze, I was only slightly crazy. Now I'm here. It's not always easy finding your way. Knew in my heart I would blossom one day. Hope my path would come clear. Nowhere near. Life's just a big retrospective, so I'm here. I've been saying just gain a little perspective, and maybe I won't fall flat on my face. But after gaining a little perspective, I'm finding life just falls into place. COVID, elections, capital insurrections. What a year! I'm here! People pass, time won't last, so I play this role I've cast, my dear. I am here! Talent and heart in one swell guy. Cast me and damn it, I might cry. Doing what I love this year. That's why I'm here. To be back on this stage again. Finally here. I am here. Look who's here. Joelle's here.
All right. I think we're ready for the dance call.
Should we ask the choreographer?
Who's the choreographer?
Hello, boys.
Joyce, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm your choreographer.
Joyce, I didn't know you were auditioning. You could act circles around these girls, let alone dance circles around these girls. You were a real contender.
Well, Joyce actually volunteered to choreograph.
I just want to help in any way that I can. I can't perform the way I used to, even though sometimes I wish I could.
Well, what happened?
Hey, it's a long story.
For you, Joyce, we have all the time in the world.
Oh, you're sweet. Well, when I was 17, I auditioned for an East Coast touring trip. I was hired and was able to join Actors Equity. So I performed for several years. I got married. I had 2 children. And I dreamt of the day I could get back professionally. But, that didn't happen because of dire economic circumstances. So, you know what I did? I opened my own dance company. And throughout the years, on this really impossible dream, I kept my union card up to date and kept my subscription to Backstage. And every week I would look at audition notices, and as the years went on, hey, they were looking for younger singers and especially younger dancers. But I kept looking. And then, about 4 years ago, there was an audition for Anything Goes at this regional theater in New Jersey, and all the notice said was 18 plus. Hey, it usually means up to the age of 40, maybe 50. But I thought to myself, hey, you know what? Why not give it a try? And on second thought, are you crazy? Nobody wants a senior citizen, not even in the chorus. But I couldn't get it out of my mind, so I asked my son Dan to just drive me there, just to see what it was about. Well, it was a miserable, rainy, horrible day in December, and we got there early, and all of a sudden I see everybody lining up to get in. And the girls couldn't have been more than 19. And let me tell you, Steve, they were beautiful. Their legs went up to the second floor, and there I was, all of 5'2", my varicose veins, my drooping eyelids, not to mention my boobs, my thinning hair, and tap shoes. I haven't worn those in 20 years, but I was determined. Well, let me tell you, after looking at those girls, I wanted to go home, put on my pajamas, get into bed, and watch the Golden Girls. And I said to my son, hey, I just want to go home. And he said to me, what'd you do? You made us come here for nothing? And I said, Dad, look at these girls. I can't compete with them. And you know what he said? He said, Ma, look, what's the worst thing they can say to you? Goodbye, it was nice to have you here. We'll give you a call back, maybe. So I reluctantly got out of the car and I joined the starlets as we waited our turn out on these cold wooden benches. They called us by name and took us into the rehearsal room in groups of 10. So I put on my 3-inch heel tap shoes. I hadn't worn shoes like that in 15 years. Well, I hoped they wouldn't ask us to do wings because my knees couldn't take it, or pullbacks because my knees would cramp up. And luckily, they did us do several combinations, no wings, no pullbacks. But then my biggest fear came in. I prayed my memory wouldn't fail me because we had to remember 5 combinations in a row. And I can't even remember where I put my glasses, even when I'm wearing them. But guess what? Guess what? I got it. I got a call back. I sang 16 bars, danced. I was in. Well, we performed for 3 weekends to a sold-out crowd with the most stunning costumes and sets I've ever seen. And I loved every second, even with my feet killing me. Well, our dressing rooms were on the second floor, and every night we would walk up and down this very narrow, winding metal spiral staircase. Okay, so now let's fast forward. It's closing night. We're kissing each other, hugging each other, and when we finished our final performance, we had to take all our costumes, our wigs, our bags, everything to the prop mistress. Well, there I was, holding everything in my 2 hands, couldn't hold on to the banister, when one of the dancers dropped her bag just as I was coming down the stairs, and bam! There I went. I mean, I was able to get up, but boy, I was in a lot of pain, and I knew that was the beginning and the end of my comeback. Well, I am now the proud recipient of a total knee replacement, and even prouder to be able to dance and teach dance to my wonderful friends at the JCC.
Would you do it all again, if you could?
Kiss today goodbye, the sweetness and the sorrow. Wish me luck the same to you, but I can't regret what I did for love, what I did for love. Look, my eyes are dry. The gift was ours to borrow. It's as if we all always knew. And I won't forget what I did for love, what I did for love. Gone, love is never gone as we travel on. Love's what will remember. Kiss today goodbye and point me toward tomorrow. We did what we had to do. Won't forget, can't regret what I did for love. What I did for love. What I did for love. Love is never gone as we travel on. Love's what will remember. Kiss today goodbye and point me toward tomorrow. We did what we had to do. Won't forget, can't regret what I did for love. What I did for love. What I did for love.
Well, thank goodness that's over with. I am so glad you were able to get that audition, Rosie.
Thank you, Belle. I can't believe they really didn't take me. I thought I was really very good.
You were great, Rosie. Those directors, they don't know anything.
I can't believe they actually spun my advances. There must be something wrong with them.
Oh, you can't believe it?
I don't understand. No man has ever turned me down before.
They're gay. I told you weren't their type.
Honey, I am everybody's type.
At least they were nice enough to let Rosie audition.
They let everybody audition, even you, Dottie. Some of those people singing and dancing were awful. What made you decide to audition?
I don't really know, Ma. It was just a spur of the moment thing.
I can't believe I worked so hard. And you, Dottie, all you did was read a piece of paper and you got the lead.
I told you all, I can do anything better than you. So let's all go out and have dinner and cheese. My treat.
All right, woo! Opening night, everybody, opening night. Have a great show.
And now introducing the cast of The Chorus Line. Okay, everybody. Well, we're going to actually do a bit of a talk back. Thank you all so much for joining us. Keith is on the phone with some of our seniors. Thank you all so much for joining us to watch the chorus line. Our seniors are currently joining our chat, so that way we can have them come on and talk to you all. So if you have any questions.
Hello. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I was watching it on YouTube and there's a delay. I'm so sorry, Justin.
You're all good. I was
in trance.
Yeah, so our seniors, if you're watching this right now, follow that link that Keith sent you in the email and come on. And everybody else, if you'd like, please give us any questions, comments, anything you'd like. We're going to do a brief talk back probably in the next couple minutes.
Here comes Miss Ellen Simonelli.
Here comes the sun.
See, arts and culture.
And everyone's slowly joining. Hello, everyone. Congratulations. It was so great.
Hello, Arlene.
Arlene Sorkin, everybody. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Darlene. Hello, Andrea. Hello, Lloyd. Congratulations.
Let me just go.
I haven't laughed so hard in so long. Hi.
It's actually kind of cool because some of you we haven't done a lot of the script all together in a little while. So seeing it all together in the last month or so is pretty cool, right?
Justin, your editing was amazing. My God, it was really terrific. Good job.
It only could be as good as what you guys gave me, and you guys gave me amazing, stellar performances. It was a joy watching them over and over and over. I laughed at things today while watching.
Wow.
So.
Everybody did such a great job.
Yes. So everybody who's still watching, if you guys have any questions or comments or anything like that, please feel free to put it into the live chat on YouTube, and we will relay them over to our cast. So please, if you have anything for us, let us know. Our cast is happy to answer anything, and more importantly, they're happy to get your feedback.
I just want to say it was amazing. I loved seeing every single one of you, and I was thinking about the very first show we all did together, and how much like you've grown. Like, so it's amazing. Like, you know, you went from sort of like not being really sure if I should be doing this, I don't know, to I'm here. You know, you guys are great.
Did great.
Them over to our cast. So please, if you have anything for us.
Oh, who's got that on?
Our cast is
YouTube videos off, cast. Turn your YouTube videos.
Get your feedback. It's my voice, everybody.
Ding dong.
I love seeing every single one of you, and I was thinking about the very first show we all did together.
My cast,
how much you've grown. Like, so
if you have the YouTube video going, please exit out of it if you are currently in the Zoom meeting. If you're not part of the Zoom meeting, then awesome. Keep putting your questions and comments into the chat. But if you're in the Zoom meeting, we're just a massive echo. So.
Well, let's address some of the questions we already have.
Yes, we have questions in the chat.
We do have questions in the YouTube chat. So first question, what was your favorite part of the process?
Ooh, question. Would anyone like to answer that? What was our favorite part of the process? Anybody have a favorite part?
Just being together was the best part of it.
And
Just
seeing
being
everything
able to
come together. It was just
be
like, you know.
together.
Lloyd, you had your hand up.
Yeah, Justin, my favorite part was learning to dance,
Right.
to do the dance.
You guys
It
did
was-
terrific.
was
You guys were sensational. You were, the amount of time you put in, and you were so dedicated. You were fabulous.
That's all because of the choreographer.
Especially choreographer Miss Choice. Joyce's story in the show is based on her true story. She also did choreograph our actual finale. So a big thank you to Joyce.
So much fun.
My favorite part, since you all asked me, my favorite part, I get a little choked up when I say it, was when Mona brought the macaroons to Keith's house. I get so choked up thinking about it. Take somebody else, please.
I'll take over for you. I think that answers Sarah's question in the chat about what was it like to be together and film the finale in person. A lot of snacks, and a lot of time,
and pure fun. Pure fun, please. Pure fun.
Mona, go ahead.
Guys, I gotta say,
we have to.
Mona.
Yes, please.
YouTube video.
We must acknowledge that we did all this during COVID. We won over COVID.
Yes, we did.
We're here right now because the CLLT program at JCC and IlluminArt allowed us to interact with our peers. I can't emphasize enough how important that was to me.
Yeah, it's for those at home, we started this process back in early January actually, and
January 15th to be exact.
January 15th, yeah. So we were still in pretty tough COVID times, and we were all meeting on Zoom, and then slowly but surely things started turning around, and then the conversation turned to, oh, who's vaccinated? Do you feel comfortable going in person? And eventually we did end up filming all those scenes one-on-one in my house. So while it wasn't all together, it started to become in person fairly late in the process. So it was a crazy time. But Mona, that really means so much. And I had to say, like, even though it had nothing to do with the goings on, it was just so great to be together and to have that during that crazy time. So thank you for saying that, Mona.
You guys, I really have to say, because I said it to Doreen, Sheila, before. You guys did that, not a wonderful job, a momentous job. I enjoyed watching that just now as much as I enjoyed watching Stizzle. It was just a moment. Really, it was fantastic. Great
You
job
really
on both of you.
got it together.
Can I ask a couple of questions? One question, Barbara. Where is that song from? That is a beautiful song. Where is that song from? Did you write that?
I rewrote Slipping Through My Fingers by Meryl Streep to match being his grandmother.
So you rewrote the lyrics?
To have about a grandson instead of a daughter.
It's
And
from
where- it was-
Mamma Mia, right?
May I ask? That's from. Where's the song from? That's from
Mamma
Mamma
Mia.
Mia. Oh my God, that's
So here's what happened with that. That was actually one of the more interesting things that I think happened during the process is we had assigned everyone to sort of do small parodies at the very start of the production. We had this idea, and then everyone sort of went on their own and came up with the new creations. And Barbara, she heard from the Slipping Through My Fingers Mamma Mia ABBA song that it sounded similar to a song called 11 Till the End of Time. So while it was a sort of parody of the Mamma Mia and ABBA song, it was also a rewriting of another song called 11 Till the End of Time.
It was beautiful. And Barbara, you did it full. Oh my God.
Hey, I heard myself this time.
You did
Go
it.
there.
You did it beautifully. Unbelievable. And Mona, what your song was? Where was that song from?
Hamilton.
Oh, that was
in Hamilton.
Wow. You were beautiful.
Oh my God, another great job.
That was great.
That was excellent.
That was terrific, Mona.
I sat and I cried the whole first part of that show. And then I kept getting kicked out, so I haven't watched the whole thing.
Oh,
But you guys were unbelievable.
That was
Just
As were
really
you, Judy.
great.
oh my
was-
gosh.
Darlene, you, Lenore, Judy, and oh my God,
Angela.
I would have passed you on the streets. I literally would have passed you on the street.
And Justin, beautiful singing of that one line.
Barbara's voice and Joyce and and Ellen, my God. That stuff was
Everybody was so
beautiful, you
terrific.
guys.
And Joyce and everybody.
Doreen.
It was
Andrea,
very
Lloyd, everybody.
Justin and I really tried to think, because this is our 6th show with the Senior Boomers Ensemble. So at this point, most of you have been here from the first show, and we sort of have a feel for your actual personalities.
Yeah.
So I'm sure those who are also familiar with all of our characters / actors have recognized some of themselves. And that's another question. So let's go around. Whose story was based on themselves? Who came up with something totally new? Does anyone want to talk about that process? Lloyd, go ahead.
Yeah, that was 100% my life in the beginning. About playing with bands, playing in the weekends, playing in the mountains of the Catskills during as a teenager, playing shows. And yes, I did play Bill Buckner's wedding. Very true. And I got a chance to play with some big bands in West Point and other places. So, and I sing barbershop. But yeah, that's completely, as they say, slice of life. And one other thing, I want to give much kudos. Yeah, that's the right word. Kudos to that crazy guy over there, Joel. For writing the lyrics to the parody of Obla Di Obla Da. Joel, boy, I tried the best I could to get all the lyrics in.
Great job. You did a great job.
So it was a challenge, but it really did tell a story, and that's the point. So congratulations, Joel.
Thank you, but you did a great job, Lloyd. Wonderful job. Yeah.
Joel was very important in the initial first draft of the script. He wrote sort of what ended up being something that we really fed into, and it just expanded on. So definitely a big thanks to Joel as well.
Yeah, that was
Darlene for
that was at the
Golden
beginning.
Girls.
Then I lapsed into oblivion. But that's okay. No.
And then, like Judy mentioned, Darlene really took she took
The Olden Girls.
Scene, the Olden Girls.
Right.
Olden Girls was wonderful. And the editing on that, oh my God.
Terrific. Yeah, it was fantastic.
It was really fantastic.
Right on.
Yeah.
In an hour yet.
Yeah.
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 And
Yeah.
I must say that dance number at the end was a great way to close.
Terrific.
Yes, perfect.
Perfect.
So well,
Yes.
and it looked great. We were all in unison. I was like shocked.
Joyce, it looked fantastic. It really did.
Thank you, Joyce.
I'd like to thank Arlene for giving us the opportunity to do all this.
Yeah.
And Keith and Justin, you guys were fabulous. But Arlene, if you hadn't offered this opportunity, we'd still be sitting in our houses crying.
Yeah.
We're sleeping.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Yeah,
We're
gonna
great. Thank you.
Please.
Really have you have the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs to thank, because they're the ones who fund it. And we'll be back because they're going to fund it again. So
Yay.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Great. Looking forward to it.
I understand we have about 5 people waiting in the wings for the next season to start.
Good. I want to answer Keith's question. The part I played came from
I understand we have about
came from life in the sense that I worked my whole life. I raised my children, everything society expected. And now at this senior portion of our lives, I feel like it's a fairy tale. Like fairy godmother took the wand and said, now you are actors, play your part. So it's been a real thrill living this fairy tale.
Right. I agree. Yeah, I agree.
It's been especially, and I'm gonna ask Andrea, your song, your original song, was about a sort of life in COVID, and like I said, at the start of the production, at the start of the process, we were not sure. We had no idea what it was going to look like by the end of it. So we were all sort of leaning in, and unfortunately, there are a lot of things that have been now lost to the sands of time that were very COVID focused. But we did want to keep in at least one. And you had made that original song about working from home. And I believe that was also based on your experience as well, right?
Yes, everything that happened was true. And I would sit there, go to the PC and tap the mouse a little bit, wiggle the mouse, and then I would come to my cell phone and do all the Zoom classes with the JCC. Because I'm in the process, I'm going to retire soon and I want to have the senior life to come to. So that's why I did a lot of that.
Andrea, Andrea, careful. There's something crawling behind you on the couch. Oh, never mind.
I don't think so.
All right. I got.
Myself in the upper right
Joel, you're a rat.
It's the only rat here outside the rat pack.
Oh, Joelle?
I have them taken care of.
Hey, Angela, you're a true gem.
Yes.
Hi, everyone. You are a diamond.
Angela, you are a star.
Oh, thank you. Being the oldest one there, I don't know what I would have done. They would have carted me off by now if I didn't have this play and the JCC courses and all my beautiful friends. I love you all. I had such a great time. It made me feel 20 years younger. Thank you all.
You make us feel 20 years younger. You keep us going.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're like the Energizer Bunny.
That's
exactly.
everybody was wonderful. We never saw the whole play. So I have to say, every one of you were wonderful. Everyone that did something. You were all great, including our two directors. They were very funny. Yeah. It was a beautiful, beautiful play.
Yeah, great acting by the directors too. Yeah.
Oh, I find them very funny.
Yeah. It wouldn't have been the same without the two of you and the parts that you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Great.
It's so funny, and that was an idea that I think Joel came up with, and then the whole cast is like, yeah, this is what's gonna happen, because they always try and get us in these shows. And Ariel and I usually say no, but now that I was with Justin, we said, yeah, it's our time.
You had to. Yeah. You were an integral part of the show. You had to be in it.
Absolutely.
Well, catalyst that held it together.
I haven't acted alongside you guys since I played a certain waiter in a certain show called Your Moment. Everyone here doesn't seem to remember Joelle. I actually really want to do a quick shout out. So we, a couple of people who've been really crucial to our Senior Boomers ensemble over the years. You know, within COVID, things came up, different opportunities came up and things like that. So we were really happy to have Ellen be able to be part of this even a little bit. Ellen had reached out saying that she still really wanted to be part of the show, even though she couldn't make some rehearsals because another opportunity came up and this and that. So we worked with Ellen and we created a broadcast to start off, so that way Ellen could still shine her character actress genius at the beginning of our show and start us off. So I'm very.
What a great start! What a great start.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I have to say, I can't wait to watch it again.
Me either, because I missed a lot of it.
You know what? We're going to win a Zoomie. I'm telling you.
Oh, I know.
How long will it be up on YouTube?
3 years.
Indefinitely. We can
keep it up. Yeah.
Since we created since it's a parody and we can technically claim it as our own, we can leave it up indefinitely. So
Yay! Oh, wonderful!
Oh, great!
Angela, did you notice that our improv teacher on the chat congratulated us?
Oh, yeah, I noticed.
Linda.
No,
Linda, yes, I noticed.
Linda watched it. She congratulated us.
Oh, I was on, my granddaughter put me on the TV, and none of that came up on the TV.
Yeah, well, it was there, and Linda said hi to everybody.
I'll take some pictures of it and send it to you all.
Oh, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Guys, do you agree with me when you think back? I mean, think of that we mentioned process, but think of, you know, you're for a fairly significant period of time, you're feeling a bit at loose ends. Am I correct? I mean, you know, before all those threads start to slowly come together. And then when you watch it today, it's like you say to yourself, how did this happen?
Yes.
Considering where we were and the process that took place, it's like, it feels like a bit of a mini miracle, you know, that we can start where we started. And that's a real, I don't mean to kiss up to them, even though I really like to kiss up to them, but that's a real tribute to the two directors.
Sure it is.
Because you always have a bit of insecurity. You're never sure you're going to quite get there, you know, and then you get there, you know, which is like just amazing. Yeah. I'll shut up now.
That's a nice hat, Justin. I like it.
I'll
The one thing I've noticed too in our cast is that everybody is for each other. Everybody wants everyone else to do well. And it's a beautiful thing to see, and it's a wonderful thing to be a part of.
I'm not so sure I feel that way, but that's
yeah.
okay.
Well, they're not sure we feel that way about you either. But
yeah, exactly. You tell them, Judy.
No, but there was a real camaraderie amongst us, and
this is such a loving family. It really is.
It really is.
That's the best way to describe it, I think. So when we're working with younger students, we usually say ensemble's like a sports team, you know? Sports, you work together to make a goal. Ensemble, you work together to make art. But I think of the last 6 productions, this ensemble is no longer really an ensemble. It is, don't get me wrong, but it's become a family.
Yes.
And
right.
Out with you guys, I was so happy to get to work with you guys and create last year's variety show as well with you guys.
That was fun too.
We did that virtually too. So
yeah, but that we did with boxes. This wasn't with boxes. It looked, you know, real.
Yes.
Thank you again, guys, because you're amazing.
This was terrific. You guys did a great job.
Unbelievable.
I think this was the most. You know, every show has its own great stuff, etc. But watching this today, I would have to say, as of now, I'm feeling like this was the most gratifying to watch.
Yes.
It
is.
Right.
And it brought out so much creativity in all of us, I think.
No, that's because you sounded like Frank Sinatra over there.
I had no desire to sound like
well, you're trying to sing, and the way I don't know if you're trying to, but it sounded like you were trying
to put
the rhythm in that he does.
Oh, you're great, Joel.
No. Oh, thank you. But I'm, you know, anyone else want to say I'm great? No. Okay. Anyway,
I noticed your wife left.
She left. She's had enough. Yeah. Anyway, and great job, Joyce. Even that, you know, when you think the same comments apply to the dance, right? You start off and you're a bit at loose ends, and, you know, and how are we going to get there? And then you modify some steps and etc. And oh my God, this is a feel-good day because of what I just watched.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, it was so much fun.
I think to add on to that and to wrap things up, I will absolutely agree with what Joel said, is that it's almost like a fairy tale. It's like we've been working in so many different stages of it. First it was on Zoom, and then we'd work on our own, and then we'd come back on Zoom, and then we started to meet one by one in person, and then we were able to meet as a group in person. And it seems like 7 different lives. And what I was just realizing is that we've done just as many virtual shows as we have in-person shows.
That's right.
Wow.
Crazy to think. And I think that's why Barbara mentioned that, Barbara or Darlene mentioned the creativity that came from this one. And I think what happened is we were finally like, you know what? Let's just go with it. We got to have some fun. We got to do a great show, even if it's still on Zoom. And I think everyone just put their heart and soul into it. And I can't thank truly all of you enough for sharing your stories and sharing all your talents and creativity.
And thank you both. You're amazing.
Yeah.
And thank you, everybody.
Arlene.
Thank you, Keith, for sharing your house and making us spend so much time there.
Making you. I couldn't get rid of you. I couldn't get rid of them one day.
Well,
you gotta go. My father's coming over for dinner.
We were so comfortable. We didn't want to leave.
I know.
And thanks to Lloyd and his wife.
Yes, that was my next thank you to Lloyd and his wife and Adrian. For
allowing us to use his backyard out in the open. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And he actually got the lawn mowed. So that was good.
Right. Yes. Thank you very much, everybody. And we will see you for the next show.
Wait.
That's it, Joel. I'm wrapping up the show.
I want to tell. Andrea, do you know about tomorrow?
Yes, I do. Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll email you.
We're still on YouTube Live, guys. We don't need to have personal conversations.
Okay.
This is the final word, wrapping up the chorus line. Thank you very much to everyone who watched.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you.
Good job, everybody.